Have I got a good one for you, gentlemen? May see blood in the streets by the end of January. Guess why? Food stamp benefits will end at the end of January because of the government shutdown. They will get no more free money for these Thots. Are you as excited as I am? I am. I'm looking forward to seeing the suffering go on. It's going to be a joy to watch these women cringe and suffer. Billions of dollars go to illegal aliens every year, gets taken out of our own pockets. And this is why there's a government shutdown now. Trump wants the wall to stop this hyperinflation and extremely outrageous rent that results in these food stamps and welfare subsidies that are given to people. This is what's causing a lot of the expense. You need to stay far away from these Thots. These Thots are going to be on the needy patrol, and they're going to come for you and your wallet. Be very careful at this point. The sociopaths, which are women, will come to you with all kinds of crybaby situations. They will be knocking on your door and screaming for help. Do not help them. Do not help these Thots. They have sabotaged you and ruined most men's lives. Looks like they're going to be okay from what I can tell, though. Most of them are pretty overweight, so I think they'll survive this. Fear not, though. The Thought FEMA camps are ready to go for these ladies. So once their welfare stamps and their food stamps are shut down, guess what's going to happen? They're going to be headed to the FEMA camps. But before then, you can bet they're going to be a little bit dangerous on the street. So watch out for these Thots. The good news is this shutdown will continue past January. Why? I'll tell you why. Because the Democratic Party wants their illegal alien invasion to come into the country so they can exchange their votes for their welfare stamps. And we're not having anything to do with it anymore. We're fed up with it. American women in this country have been gobbling up these food stamps for a long time. And it's time for them to fend for themselves. I agree with that. But one thing we need to have to worry about, there's still one thing to worry about. It's called Captain Save-A-Ho. Captain Save-A-Ho may come to save them. But don't you be that Captain Save-A-Ho. You know why? Because if you invite these women into your place, guess what they're going to do? They're going to make false rape accusations to try to take over your place and kick you out, or false domestic violations, domestic attacks on you that didn't happen. So let me guarantee you, do not allow these Thots in your home or help them any way, shape, or form. Because if you do, they're going to just want more and more and more. And if they don't get it, then they'll call the police saying you've been helping them out and that you owe them. 95% of all federal workers involved in food stamps have all been furloughed, so there'll be no place for these Thots to go. Be aware of that fact. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to come knocking at your door. Make sure you don't answer it. Make sure you do nothing for them. Remember, guys, they did nothing for us for decades, and they stole from us and lied about us. It's time for them to pay the piper. I make a prediction. You will start seeing women prostituting themselves in large numbers after January to pay their bills. They're going to be harassing in the supermarkets. They're going to be bothering on the street corner. Don't give them anything. Don't give them nothing. They've not earned it. You've given them plenty, and they've given you nothing in return. An excellent example of this is the state of Georgia. 8,000 have lost their food stamps 2 months ago. They are now considering to get rid of another 11,500 people on food stamps in Georgia. This is before the shutdown that ends in January, that starts in January. That is for sure we're in big trouble, and these women are going to do whatever they have to do to steal from us. Don't give them anything. One of the biggest weapons they're going to use is their kids. They're going to call you hateful and cold and mean. They're going to say, you need to feed my kids. Yes, you do. If you don't, you hate women. You're an evil person. This is one of the sympathy weapons of shaming they're going to do. Do not fall for it, gentlemen. These are their kids, not yours. You're going to see lots of women trying to get pregnant after January. I can absolutely guarantee it. The same thing happened back in 2008. A bunch of women got knocked up right after the big collapse of the real estate prices. You can guarantee, beware of these women. They're going to try to trap you and put you under their wing as your slave to them. You're going to be their slave. Don't become these women's slave. They don't love you. They don't care about you. They just want your resources. Watch out for them yoga whores. Women have been hanging out the gyms trying to hook men up. And I'm going to tell you right now, you don't want anything to do with these things, and I'll tell you why. Many of them are cam whores, and they run their welfare money, and so on. Do not trust them. Do not talk to them. Leave these women alone in these gyms. They're going to come after men there. Be aware of this very grim statistic. There are 38 million people that are currently on food stamps that could suddenly have their food stamps cut. They're going to go in a panic. That's a lot of people, gentlemen. Think about it. That's like 15% of the people in your city or state or wherever you are locally. Be aware they're going to become very dangerous. Make sure after mid-January you are fully armed with a gun at all times, concealed. You're going to need it. There won't be any place to help you. 38 million people off food stamps. You can bet they're going to riot and cause problems in many cities. Many of these women will use simps and Captain Save-A-Hose to help them out. But once they run out of food, you know what they're going to do? Those simps and Captain Save-A-Hose and those women will be coming for you. Be aware of that fact. They will not hesitate to take your stuff from you. Don't allow them to do it. Be prepared.